Dear Nuki, I'd like to show you a couple of problems I have with my lock, and so you can see how it works and maybe give some good advice. So I resetted it and I need to calibrate it because it's completely confused when it's open. So let's start the calibration. You want to start it really, it's open. The front door is open at the moment. And it says, okay, calibrate. I wait a little bit, wait a little bit, wait a little bit, wait a little bit. Wait a little bit. Wait a little bit. Let me pause and wait. Ah, there it is. It puts it on lock. It locks the door. The door is now locked. That works fine. No problem whatsoever. And then a lot of time it says, oh, calibration failed. The motor of the smart lock cannot move. But it closed the door. So, and it's not, so I'm gonna put it back. I'm gonna open it up again. So now it's open. I'm closing again. And let's start again. And I have a bunch of problems. Sometimes it says, hey, get closer to Bluetooth. But I mean, as you can see, I cannot get any closer. And I hear, the lock is perfect. It's now, it locked the door. Perfect. Be happy. No problem. Don't tell me that the engine is blocked. Oh yeah, look, that's my problem. To calibrate your smart lock, you have to be in reach of Bluetooth. Come on, what's the distance? It seems to be completely random with this error. Extremely irritating. Let me try it again. Let's see, is it open? Well, because if it starts, and then I can actually, when this doesn't work, I'm going to tell you my next problem. So, because I cannot use it to open the door. Okay. It went back and forth, yeah, and it opened. When now it closed it, and it closed it, and then went back and opened it. I could hear that it went well, no problem. Oh, you have to be, the calibrate, you have to be instead of Bluetooth. Okay, let's forget about it. I cannot calibrate it. But now let's get back here. And let's say, okay, the front door. It now loads it. It can take quite a while. It can take a minute or so before these two are connected. And I've installed the bridge. But let me tell you what my real problem is. If I open the door here, this thing needs to be opened. It needs to open this thing. And it does that. See, the lock can really well close the door once and open it up. And it opened it up. And when it presses for the last moment, click, now I can open the door from the outside. But it immediately lets go. The lock opens up until the end and immediately comes back, doesn't stay, and keep this open for a couple of seconds so I can open it up. Because at this moment, there's not something like this. So because this is missing, that last couple of seconds, I don't know how I installed that, but that's not possible. So that is my real problem. Tell me what to do. Now, your smart lock is not calibrated. Okay, well, it says it now thinks it's not calibrated anymore, and before that it worked fine. But I don't think the lock wants to participate anymore. So anyway, maybe the Bluetooth problems and the calibration problems can be done with the firmware, but which is useful to get a new firmware upgrade. I was supposed to get a new firmware upgrade in my app, but this stupid problem with Bluetooth, I hope it will solve that. But how do I solve my problem to open the door? Dear, I would love to know that. So, dear Nuki, I'm waiting for your support.